Good day everyone, welcome to the 12th box talk video, and this time around we are going to be treating the offense of murder. I'm going to be asking some law students, some questions to help us understand what the offense of murder is. And I want us to know that section 316 of the criminal code makes provision for the offense of murder, and it states that except as hereinafter set forth, a person who unlawfully kills another under any of the following circumstances, that is to say, subsection 1,
if the offender intends to cause the death of the person killed or that of some other person.
Subsection 2,
if the offender intends to do the person killed to some other person grievous harm.
Thank you very much. Afolabi, section 316, subsection 3 of the criminal code states that if death is caused by a means of an act done in the prosecution of an unlawful purpose, which act is of such a nature as to be likely to endanger human life. Subsection 4 says,
if an offender intends to do grievous harm to some person, for the purpose of facilitating the commission of an offense, which is so that the offender may be arrested without warrant, or facilitate the flight of an offender who has committed or attempted to commit the offense.
Oh, thank you very much. Faith, how are you doing? Okay, section 316, section 5 and 6 of the criminal code states that
death is caused by administering any stupefying or overpowering things for either of the purposes last aforesaid, or if death is caused by willfully stopping the breath of any person for any of the reasons mentioned.
Thank you very much.
There are provisos to this definition. In the second case, it is immaterial that the offender did not intend to hold the particular person who is killed. In the third case, it is immaterial that the offender did not intend to hold the person. And in the last three cases, it is immaterial that the offender did not intend to cause death but did not know that death was likely to result.
Yeah, boss, thank you. Fermi, what are the elements to be proven or the ingredients that constitute the offense of murder?
The elements are 1, the death of the deceased; 2, that the act of the accused caused the death of the deceased; and lastly, that the act of the accused was intentional with knowledge that it caused death or grievous harm.
For the first element, it is commonsensical to know that the presence of a dead body is enough to prove the death of the deceased. However, what will the court do where there is no corpse, as probably it has been destroyed by the offender in order to avoid prosecution or conviction if prosecuted?
In such cases, what is known as the last seen principle is going to apply.
Yeah.
The last seen principle says that whoever was last seen with the dead body is going to be held liable, as seen in the case of Moses Drab versus his State. In that case, the appellant was escorted by a policeman to verify the particulars of a motorcycle which the appellant was suspected of stealing. But the appellant, the policeman never came back. After a while, his dead body was found. His dead body wasn't found, but they did find 4 teeth, some strands of hair, and some clothing. So it was from this that the court was able to infer that the appellant was the murderer of the policeman.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sample, the second element of the offense of murder is that the act of the accused caused the death of the deceased. Can you give us a case which sheds more light on this?
We have the case of Ofolete and the State. In this case, the accused slapped the wife of the deceased, and a fight ensued between them. While the act of fight was going on, the accused took a kitchen stool and threw it at the deceased, who died after 3 months. After the incident, who died after 3 months, basically. So the court could not give an evidence as to what caused the death of the deceased. So two experts were called to give a post-mortem evidence on as to what caused the death of the deceased. The first expert held that the deceased died of head injury as a result of the stool that was thrown at him, while the second expert, postulated otherwise, and then the court could not give judgment. The accused could only be sentenced for assault.
So basically, why the court could not hold him liable for the offense of murder is because the second element was not present in this case, which is the fact that the act of the accused must have caused the death of the deceased. The case of Odunlami against Nigerian Navy shows that intentionality is a basic ingredient to prove the offense of murder. So Toby, can you please explain the fact of this case to the audience?
Alright. In this case, the motorcyclist hit the vehicle of the soldier, and then The motorcyclist came down. When he saw that he was a soldier, he immediately went down on his knees to beg for forgiveness. But then still, the soldier picked up his pistol and shot the motorcyclist. It can be clearly seen that his actions were intentional and then he knew the consequences of his actions. So the court held that he will be liable for murder. Thank you.
Now let's move on to the ways by which murder can be proven. Okay, Ife, can you please give me one of the ways by which we can prove murder?
Alright, thank you. By confessional statement. So once the accused has confessed to committing the crime, what greater evidence is needed?
Actually, thank you.
By direct evidence. There is no evidence more convincing than when the accused is caught in the act and a witness is called to testify on this behalf.
By circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence means inferring from the circumstances of a particular case, that is the reasonable fact of the case, such as the last seen principle. The last seen principle allows the court to presume that the accused killed the deceased since he was last seen with him, except where the accused can prove the whereabouts of the deceased after his meeting with him. Thank you.
Okay, so we've come to the conclusion of the video. I hope you have been able to learn one or two on what constitutes the offense of murder. Don't forget to like, share, and if you have any questions, you can also drop them in the comment box. Thank you.